It's true. You read the title correctly. I changed college majors because of ChatGPT. It's not that I felt hopeless for the computer science course. I didn't think I was not going to find a job because ChatGPT would take the jobs. It was more that when I started the course, everything went fine, I think. I wasn't great at coding. We had to code a website. The only part I liked was designing the website. I started comp science about 3 months before ChatGPT came out. So I was like there when everything changed. I was still learning how to code and how everything works. And then ChatGPT came out and we just tried it out, and like all our homework was suddenly gone and we didn't have to make anything ourselves anymore. And, you know, if you're not feeling that well mentally and someone says, hey, there's this program that makes all the hard work, yeah, then it's really hard to like pass that up and say, no, I'd rather be depressed making homework. Like that, you can't expect students to say that. So I basically stopped paying attention, made ChatGPT do everything. And after a couple months, I started realizing, wait a second, I don't know anything. Like, I genuinely didn't understand anything the teachers were explaining, because everything you're like, yeah, well, this new thing that builds on top of the thing you learned last week. I didn't learn anything that week before. I just made ChatGPT do everything, and I was too deep in to start. I tried doing it myself, like dropping ChatGPT and doing everything myself instead, but it was just impossible. Like, after half a year of using ChatGPT, it's impossible to stop. And the worst part was that teachers didn't notice, because ChatGPT was still so new. All the teachers were thinking, "Oh no, he's doing fine. He gets good grades. Everything's fine." And since I was doing computer science, every test was on our computer, so I had ChatGPT with me during tests as well. And at the end of the year, I looked back and I was like, I can't keep up this facade of being good at coding when I'm actually just making ChatGPT do everything. Like, I knew I could technically keep it up and get my diploma and stuff, but I would have to get a job. Like, I can't get a job and then just use ChatGPT all the time. Like, I can't do that. And if there was a job where you can do that, it would get replaced by ChatGPT anyways. So it was just not sustainable long term. And then we had to pick a subject we wanted to take for the last half of the year. We could choose customer communication, we could choose that, and we could choose web design. And I thought, well, I like the designing part. You're saying I don't have to code? I'd love to not code and only do the fun thing. And then after a while of doing that, I realized, wait a second, I can just stop coding and start doing a major where I only have to design stuff. Quit this coding thing and start doing a design major. Because why would I keep coding if I didn't like it? I let ChatGPT do everything, and I knew if I was going to continue, I'd have to basically tell my teachers that I need to do year 1 again. I was never going to get past year 2 with the coding experience I had. And of course, I still use ChatGPT in school. I still use it but I use it for now. It's way more healthy, basically, than what I used to. I used to just give ChatGPT my entire coding assignment, and like, ChatGPT made the entire assignment. Now I just tell ChatGPT, hey, I got this English essay I need to write. I wrote this, can you rephrase it so it's actually making sense? Because when you're dyslexic, that genuinely helps so much. Like, I can write scripts and like long text pretty well. The information in it is correct. It's just the phrasing of it isn't always the best. So I give it to ChatGPT, and then I take it back, and then I make it better, and then give it to ChatGPT again and ask if he has any notes on it. So yeah, I think people that do comp science are just, you're gonna have to really want to get that diploma and really want to do that in your life. because otherwise you're just going to end up using ChatGPT and you're going to end up like me, not knowing a single thing teachers were saying. And ChatGPT also like destroyed every bit of hope I had for getting a job in that field. Like it did, that wasn't the main reason, but it didn't help, of course. And teachers saying like working in game development is basically impossible. Like you'd have to be some autistic super genius if you want to do that. And they were also telling me like the designing of the websites, we're going to phase that out throughout the years. You're just going to be coding more and more. And that didn't motivate me either. Like every bit of information I got was just telling me to stop. Like, I wasn't going to be happy there. I wasn't going to be happy in a coding job. And if you have experience doing comp science, you know how after, like, the first year, basically half the class has already dropped out because they realized it just sucks. A lot of people there just get there because they like playing video games. And when they get... when they actually have to code stuff, they realize, wait a second, I actually have to like write pages and pages of code. That's not fun. Like that is just not fun. I quit the computer science major and started doing graphic design. But I would rather do that for the rest of my life than ever code, than ever write a line of code ever again. After doing that, I started making videos like this. I always wanted to learn how to edit videos, and when I learned how to edit videos in the graphic design course, I realized, wait a second, I can actually make YouTube videos now. Like nothing's stopping me anymore. So why am I not making videos? And then I just recorded one and edited it for fun, because we were also not doing anything having to do with video editing or recording stuff. And I really wanted to do that. I wanted to learn that. So I thought, you know what, I can just make stuff myself, edit it myself, and I'll learn something and I'll have fun. And maybe people will actually watch it. Maybe people will like it. It turns out people did. No, I don't get thousands of viewers. Well, sometimes I do. But, like, I was expecting no one to watch the first video, but then a couple hundred people actually watched it. And if you think about it, a couple hundred views, it's not a lot. It's just not. Oh, hey, pig. Hello. But if you imagine a couple hundred people in, like, a room, that's a lot of people. The nice thing about making videos that I didn't have when I was just coding all day is that I show people something. Like when you do a computer science course, you get home and you're like, look, mom, I made this line of code. When we started doing back-end development, like creating a code that works in the back of a website of a wine shop that could record if Peter Peterson's bought a bottle of wine, and then the teacher would be like, okay, so you made a database for Peter Peterson that he bought wine, but what if there's two guys called Peter? And then we had to change the code, and then we changed the code and everything would be fine. And then the teacher would be like, well, what if there are two guys, both called Peter Peterson, and they both bought wine? And then we'd have to change the code again and again. And then after that, we'd think, okay, we're finally done. And they'd be like, well, what if there are two guys named Peter Peterson, and they are both siblings, and they are both related, and they buy the exact same bottle of wine? What do we do then? And then I basically told the teacher to himself. And at the time, I don't blame myself for using ChatGPT the amount that I did. Because when you're genuinely depressed in life, you can't expect someone with depression to motivate themselves to be like, yeah, I'm gonna do homework for hours now. I'm gonna do something I generally don't enjoy. And seeing everyone around me actually start getting better and start understanding also didn't help my self-esteem all that much, because I was happy my classmates were improving, but I wasn't, and I had to, you can keep handing in ChatGPT made homework, but you can't lie to your friends about if you're actually good at coding or not. And I didn't want to either. I didn't want to lie to friends about how school was going. And eventually everyone just thought, haha, he just makes ChatGPT, he just lets ChatGPT do everything, haha, he's stupid. I should have quit that course way earlier, because I actually only quit the course, like it was summer break, and after like a couple of weeks before school started again, I just thought, I can't do this for another year. I'm just not, I'm never going to be happy here. This is not my place. These are my people. These are the nerdy people I should be with and be around with. And this is where I belong, but this is not where I want to be for the rest of my life. Like, sometimes you choose a course and the people there are, they're your people, you know, when you start doing a fashion design course, like there are other people there that dress as colorful as you do. And when you do a computer science course, there are people there as nerdy as you are. And I think that shows what I wanted for me without actually thinking about it. I thought, well, these are people like me and they do this, so this is where I must be then. This is where I belong. But that's just not the case. You can dress really colorful and still not do a fashion course, you know? You can do graphic design while also really liking computers and liking nerdy stuff. You don't have to be a stereotype. I get that for 9 out of 10 people, it's correct that if you do a computer science course, you are a nerd. If you do a fashion course, you like fashion. All these stereotypes and these characters we create in our head that we are gonna meet in these courses. But in the end, you're still gonna meet a nerd in a fashion course. I just started looking at life more like a person and less like a student. Like there is a point in your life where you realize teachers are just people and they can genuinely just be bad people or just dumb people. They aren't this magical being that does everything right in life. And that's fine. It's not bad when a teacher is shit at teaching. Like, yeah, that sucks, but in the end, they're all human. And some humans just suck. And there's this point in everyone's life where you start looking at everyone as human, even your parents, you know. That you grow up, you realize, well, my parents are also just people. They make mistakes, they grow, they fail, they succeed. And in everyone's life, that discovery happens sooner or later, or it happens when you turn around 18, when you become an adult. And for me, it started after I decided, you know, I'm not going to do this course anymore. I'm going to choose for myself and not for the stereotype people made me out to be. Because, you know, when you get put in that box of being the nerdy guy in class, you automatically assume, like, computer science is going to be my thing because that's the people made me that. But you can decide for yourself what you want to be. And I started looking at it more like this is gonna be what I do for the rest of my life and not this is just school. Because yeah, it is just school, but after the course, I'm gonna have to find a job in this field and do it for the rest of my life. Like, I'm not choosing for myself now, I'm choosing for my entire future. And do I really want to do something I don't fully 100% enjoy? Because that just feels dumb. And like something nobody would want. Nobody should want. Nobody should want that for themselves. Oh my god! Diamonds! No way! Okay, I'm probably gonna just get these diamonds, create a pickaxe, or a sword if we don't have... Please say there's one more diamond here. Nope. Nope, it's just 2 diamonds. Well, we're gonna make a sword then. We'll just have to make a sword. Let's head back and just make a sword. Oh, we got diamonds. That's so cool. I haven't been this excited over diamonds in years. I remember playing Minecraft Pocket Edition and finding my first diamonds, and that felt exactly like this. I mean, they're beautiful. Deku-bop-dum-dem, deku-bop-dum-dem. I was the knight in shining armor in your movie. Deku-bop-dum-dem, deku-bop-dum. When I was younger, I used to always watch videos of people just mining in Minecraft for hours, just strip mining and just watching them talk. And 9 out of 10 times, I didn't understand any joke they would say because I was just too young to understand. And I was definitely way too young to watch those videos. I acknowledge that. But I do think it also taught me a lot. Most kids in that situation would have turned out actually. but I am happy that I didn't. Well, that's kind of egotistical to say about yourself, but still, I turned out a pretty decent child, honestly, if I do say so myself. I looked at old videos I used to watch, and like old dance EDM videos, and realized how the same my style of how I create videos is to those guys. Like, I never realized how much inspiration I got from them. Like, I never want to try and be like someone, because I think that's when you fail. You always have to be your own person. You always gotta be someone new. I used to think, well, I want to be like this YouTuber or this YouTuber or make videos like they do. Then I realized, well, we already have someone like that people like. You just gotta be someone new. And I get that it's hard knowing that there's billions of videos and things on the internet to watch, and be like, how can you ever be something new? Just be yourself. There's only one you anyways. No one has ever been you before on the internet, so just do that. Just let people enjoy you, not in a way that people enjoy strippers. Well, I mean let people enjoy your creativity. This video is probably not gonna do as well as most, which is fine. I also just enjoy. I never want to make videos because of views or because people want to see it. I always want to keep making videos because I want to make it. And maybe then maybe in 20 years I'll still not have made a single cent of making YouTube videos, but that's fine. That's not the goal. Well, I'd love to, of course. I'd love to keep doing this for the rest of my life. But that's not, if I got, that is the goal now. But once I have that would not be the goal, if you get what I mean. Oh, this makes me feel so nostalgic. I don't even know if golden apples already exist in this version. Golden apples are old, right? Are god apples also old? I don't know. I have no clue. I'm just a guy in a screen. Can I mine redstone with iron? And that is a perfect way to end the episode, ladies and gentlemen. We lost everything. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get anything back. That genuinely made me really sad. Why? Okay, that actually sucked. Like, really bad. But well, that's kind of philosophical end, if you think about it. In the end, we didn't gain anything, but in the end, we also gained so much. We gained more important things than diamonds and iron, and we gained knowledge and a creative outlet, and that's always more important. Okay, where was... When I wanted this episode to be nostalgic, I didn't mean in the way of losing my diamonds. Because yes, that is nostalgic, but I did not want that to happen. Well, I think we're just gonna have to accept that the diamonds are gone. I'm never finding that again. Maybe I'll look at the recording and see where we came from, but I don't think we're finding anything. Just gonna go up and accept defeat. Sometimes you just have to accept defeat. But you know, we didn't really lose because we gained knowledge. Well, guys, that was the episode. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed listening to this on your second monitor. Don't put this on your main monitor. That would be stupid. There's not much to see here. Just use this as a podcast on your second monitor while you're playing Marvel Rivals or something else, or Fortnite OG or whatever you're doing. I hope you have a good day. I hope one of you liked listening to this, and bye bye.